Good afternoon, respected Reverend Father, my dear beloved teachers and my dear friends.
An enriching day with lots of thoughts and ideas. It is a verbal battle with reasoning, the debate. This competition is represented by the 4 houses of our school: science, technology, English and mathematics.
Welcoming the participants of each house who worked very hard to get this position are from Maths House, Nishita, Pragya, Sri Sahasra, Vaishnavi, Uha and Sailesh. From English House, Naman, Sri Harshita, Nishant, Abigail, Leslie and Havu. From Technology House, Daksha, Shashank, Jita Sahasra, Varshita and Nikita. From Science House, Pranati, Chaitra, Sai Harshini, Dola Srilekha, Sanjana, Sri Satyasri.
Teachers, they are the best forever and they are our best role models. And a student's life without a teacher is impossible. And a good education can change anyone, but a good teacher can change everything. Many children are fuzzy about certain subjects of not being able to understand, or they may feel it uninteresting or boring. So a teacher gives courage and also appreciates students to read and to get interest on subjects. And also a teacher who chooses the profession name have much courage, they are so sportive, and also they have all the qualities of a leader. For example, a patient teacher dealing with a naughty child. The best example that I can give is Helen Keller and her teacher Annie Sullivan. Helen Keller had gone blind and deaf when she was 19 months old, and she had grown into an environment with no other means of contact with the outer world, and she is such a reluctant child, she's undisciplined. But Annie Sullivan, with creativity and patience, had trained Helen Keller into a very good scholar, as everyone of you know. And Keller and Annie Sullivan both bagged international reputation, as Keller had got a full vocabulary and had a gifted intelligence. A child without the teacher's guidance is completely wrong, and also his or her life is completely damaged. He or she would become reluctant. So, a teacher can solve any problem. Online education, like internet, provides information, but it cannot clear all your concepts. It gives only surface level information. But a teacher who can give you the depth answer, and also internet cannot interface with you. But coming to teachers, they touch each and every student, and they give courage and everything, sportiveness to be active in the class. And even many of the students take it as advantage. Internet is there to give answers, but many of them, without asking the teachers if they get any doubts, they just approach internet. So that is wrong. So the intersection between a teacher and a children is being damaged because of internet. And children's interest will depend upon the nature of the teacher. How will the teacher explain them, whether in a friendly manner, in an argumentative manner, and even the children or the students. With this, let me conclude that what I want to say is, I want to pose a question for all of you. If internet is really better than a teacher, why are we going to school? What is the need of going to school? You can just use internet for studying, right?
differently you consider that?
Because they beat to get the child in a right path.
That one they can tell with a soft voice, or they can just tell.
But if they do any notorious thing,
why would they do if they say the
it is common. Each and every child when they are young, they do mistakes, right?
Yeah. But they can tell that in a calm way. Why do you want to beat the child and
if
hurt
they
them?
do any big mistakes, then what would you do?
So what if they, while beating them, if they got hurt or even die? So would they be responsible for that?
They can't beat that much. Not all the teachers are much harmful, right?
So what about the remaining teachers? Not you are telling about the most of the people, but what about the remaining?
We have any proof like whether a teacher beat a student in that way?
I think you can.
You don't have.
Most of the newspapers I see, so there.
Give me a proof. I want a proof.
Yeah, I would like to ask English House to cross-examine them.
Told that teachers are friendly, but may I know the reason why many of the students are dropping out from education and pursuing online education?
When?
In digital age, they are dropping out schools, colleges and pursuing online education.
That is in pandemic, right? Online education.
Not during the pandemic, it is currently happening.
It is currently happening. Have any proof to say?
Yes, a few days back, one of my brother's friend has dropped out education.
It may be his interest.
And then Sanjana, you said that internet cannot interface with us, right? We are using interface to interact with teachers. Isn't that correct?
But
I just want to prove you wrong that we are using internet to interface with teachers.
But it's not natural. In the school, how we enjoy the nature is that there in internet.
Like recent times, we have been affected with COVID, right? What did you do? Have you come to school? No, right? We are at home. So there are natural consequences where we have to stay at home. At that time, internet definitely helped us.
Please ask question, don't give explanation. Please let your question be short, precise and clear.
But what if there is a power cut? Internet cannot also help us.
So what if we can't come to school? Teachers are also not going to help us.
Like we don't have a network or any internet. If there is any problem, internet cannot.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Please be seated. It is the audience choice. If anybody wants to ask a single question, he can come forward here.
Today we are recently seeing internet is being the main teacher. But my topic I want to explain is evolution and the revolution of teachers. Teachers have always played a big role in the classroom. Back to 561 BCE, yes my friends, before Christ. Before Christ there was a teacher. I think you might have heard about him. His name is Confucius. He was the first private tutor. Even ancient Greeks had private tutors to teach their lessons. Back then times were simpler, and even in India there's a present Guru Shishya system. My friends, if you really think internet is more superior than the teacher, and you think the teacher and student bond is going to go out, the internet cannot forge the same bond you have with your favorite teacher, my friends. And since we have come to a more globalized and more connected place than ever, instead of thinking internet as something else, we can use the greatest weapon to unlock the doors of education. Teachers, mentors, guiders, professors and much more. So please friends, let us all come together and respect the teacher. The evolution of teachers has come a long way. Over 1,000 years, teachers have been with us and has always been guiding us. Teachers have always proved they can stand the test of time. And teachers have always made us our doubts and the world around us so much more clear than this internet has ever done. There might have been the Google God, but now I solemnly swear that the teacher is the greatest Globalization of world is not at all useful.
I believe I did not say that, my friend.
But because of the globalization, we can interact with the students from different states and can see their traditions, functions, what they have learned. The interaction is more in internet.
I did not say internet was not useful, my friend. I just said the evolution and the revolution of teachers. Internet has its purpose, but it should never replace teachers.
Yes, it shouldn't replace teachers, but it can clarify all our doubts.
You're saying teachers are better than internet?
Yes. I do say teachers are better than internet, but not all the times. Not all the times.
Aren't you basically agreeing with me that teachers are better than internet?
Yeah, somebody else please ask a question.
Before 1000 years, the revolution happened with teachers, right?
Yes.
So why not the same thing happen with the internet?
My friend, unless you are living under a rock, the internet revolution has happened many years ago.
So why do you want to have teachers?
Why do you want to have teachers? Then why are you coming to school?
Because I have no other option. I'm already registered with the board.
You are
so I don't think I can go to an online school, right?
If you don't want to go to school, drop out of school, sit at home, you do your internet work.
I want to complete my education. I don't want to be like useless.
Yes,
Answer for this?
Time up. And it is the time for audiences to ask in a quick manner, 1 minute time. Yeah.
Technology House, speaker number 1. Today I am speaking for the topic, teachers are better than internet. A good education can change anyone. A good teacher can change everything. The teachers are the best guide for us. They must be a person for correcting our mistakes and trying us through the right path. The teacher can understand our capability of learning and accordingly he or she teaches to us. But the internet do not know our capability of learning. So how can it gives us the answer regarding our mindset? In pandemic, we accept that the internet has played a vital role. But the person who has taught us even in the internet is a teacher. The discipline, communication skills and the behavior are the most important ones which we need to have in our daily life. The first person who learns us this all is a teacher. In internet, whenever we type a question, it just gives the answer for that particular one. But a teacher, whenever we ask a question that I did not understand this particular one, it gives the answer for that question and also regarding only that, she or he may give many examples that we will be clear. The teacher can connect with the students both intellectually and emotionally. I would like to raise a question to everyone. Whenever you got a doubt, you immediately rush towards the internet and you ask it. But have you never thought that who is sending you the answer? A computer can't itself type the question and it can't send you. There must be a guide for a computer too. Who is that guide? It's a teacher. Whenever you are asking a question in internet, it means that you are asking the doubt to a teacher itself. From childhood, we are very familiar about the word about champion or family. But many of the teachers from government schools come from poor family. But they are never selfish that I'll teach to the only students who takes my profession, that is teaching. If they think like that, then you and me, everyone will not be in a position to answer our questions and even to communicate ourselves. I would like to ask a question to everyone. How many of you all would like to become a teacher? Many of us would like to take other professions, but who is preparing you even to take the other professions? A teacher is the only one even who is preparing you to take other professions. In olden days, there is no word internet, but how did our parents got educated? They just were trained by the teacher. The teacher has shared his or her knowledge towards a student. A good teacher is like a candle. It consumes itself for giving light to others. The internet or virtual media can never answer the vastness or depth of the questions which exist in the mind of a student. At last, we the participants from technology would deliver only one thing. The presence of a teacher can never be replaced by any machine. Thank you.
Even a teacher is accessing the internet to communicate to students, right?
Yes, a teacher is accessing internet also. But
the teacher is using internet means she's just asking her colleague, his or her colleague itself. Because the person who even censors in the internet is a teacher itself. That's why the teacher is asking his or her colleague itself.
Even she is using, she or he is using the internet, right?
Yes, yes, but how is she using? She's only for 1 or 2 words she's using. We accept that she's using. But she's not always, for only some guidance she's using which are not there in the resources or in textbook.
Take the mic. Give the mic to her. Yeah.
Like you said, the teachers would always be using internet, right? So without internet, teacher wouldn't be able to interact with these many students like us.
Yeah, you're right. Teacher would not have interacted with us, but how is she using the internet? You are telling that internet is also helpful more than teachers, but it may damage our health and also it does.
I didn't say that internet is more useful than teachers.
Yes, but how can you even tell that? Because a teacher is just normally using, not more than a student she is using.
But because we are in need. Because teachers cannot always help us. Like there are a few point of times where we need to solve things on our own. First when you get up, whom we are going to ask in the class, like you will ask the teacher, right? Okay, I will be asking what about the students who hesitate or who get shy easily? Then they will use the internet. Then here also it becomes a secondary teacher. It can't become the primary source. I never said that internet was the primary source.
Time up.
More examples. Then Google also can give more examples.
Yes, internet can give, but can the internet give more than a teacher? It gives only the answer, but the steps and the reason why we have got this answer can be only given by a teacher.
Okay, done. Next. Go. Turn this side. Yeah.
Sister, as you told that teachers can give comfort for us, why can't internet give us?
Can an internet stay with you every time and it guides you? This is that, put a point here and read while you are writing this. Can an internet guide you physically? No.
Yeah. For the motion, speaker 1 has completed. Thank you very much. I kindly request speaker 2 for the motion from the technology house to come forward and present your views.
Now from grade 8, I am the speaker 2 of technology house. I am going to speak for the motion. Teachers are better than the internet. Teacher is the one who can teach in different methods of learning according to a person's IQ level. Suppose if we ask a mathematical problem, teacher says many techniques, shortcuts and tricks to solve it easily. But whereas internet confuses children to various websites because each website there will be a different answer and students get stressed that which is the correct answer because there are many websites to confuse children and they may be useful because children cannot learn only through internet. They need the physical presence of a teacher but not fake answers like internet. The main difference between internet and teacher is internet gives the answers for the questions we ask. But whereas teacher, even though we did not ask anything, gives us pure knowledge which is 100% better than answers. So in this debate, I would like to prove that teachers are better than internet. Firstly, I will say about disadvantages of internet. Internet causes many side effects on children. Because of internet, students face psychological issues and spoil their health. They will be addicted to internet if once they use it because it attracts the children. By using various social networking apps like Instagram, Facebook and gaming apps like PUBG and Free Fire, our children will get disturbed because of using these apps. This distracts the children from studies. By playing these games and using these apps, children cannot control their emotions to stop playing the games. By this, children's future will be at risk because it causes loss of memory, which means they forget what they study and cannot concentrate on the classes that are going on. Nowadays, children cannot live
live without internet, which is very sad to hear. Teachers makes us learn everything in a friendly manner and gives us many examples to understand a topic. But whereas internet cannot do that as much perfectly as a teacher does. Without teacher, the world cannot improve and students cannot become anything in the future. Only a teacher can guide us in a right way, but whereas internet cannot guide us, instead make them misbehave by using gadgets. Internet impacts the children who spend too much time using online media can be at a risk for a type of addictive behavior called problematic internet use. Children always think about the games, that when will they get free time and when will the classes get finished to play the games, and stop concentrating on the classes by thinking about this. Internet gives us answers for the questions we ask, but purely only a teacher can give the correct knowledge and correct probability that our answering capacity and questioning capacity. Comparing teachers with internet is very worse, and the people who compare it doesn't know the value of a teacher and have to face the consequences in their life. By this, I conclude that without teachers, the world cannot improve, and using teacher and using internet unlimitedly is very bad. So, I would like to say that internet may not become a perfect resource for learning. A teacher can become a guide for students and correct the internet also we can, but the situations make this do like this.
No, I'm saying that you depend on internet for as a resource of teaching.
No, because if of course it is a resource of teaching, but how can we completely depend? Now it's over and everything is normal, and without a teacher, even though we are using the resource of internet, teacher only is handling everything and lessons. But internet is not teaching us lessons. No? It is just a way that through which we can get knowledge. But it's not a resource.
Then did you completely depend on internet before 3 years?
No, because
did you go to school?
What?
No, right.
The situations made it like that. Without this pandemic situation, it would never have become like this.
I'm not saying that situation. Even in the pandemic time, did you use internet as a resource completely?
Completely, anyone won't use because the parents are.
Then did you go to school?
Questions?
No, right.
What?
Did you go to school?
No.
Then that means you depended on internet.
Yeah, please.
Dependence of internet.
One more question. Yeah, please. Stand immediately. Short questions.
And also, teachers also use internet for showing for entertainment as well as to make students
Here the
doubts
top-
clear.
Here the topic is what is better for learning, not entertainment.
Yes, through that entertainment, children also.
So just now you said the topic is internet and education, right? Before then, why did you bring the topic of games, online games? You said right now. It's distracting the children from it.
Yeah, the topic is not games. The topic
ask
is
your question.
internet or teachers.
Ask your question.
So teachers also does depend on the internet. We can't tell that they have all the knowledge, but teachers also depend on the internet for getting and clarifying their own doubts.
Yes, because through internet only a teacher can give us the correct answer, because internet cannot type by itself, no? Internet is not a human.
So you say that teachers get correct answers through internet?
Time up.
Through that, no.
Time up.
Internet. So then why not internet?
Because why they are sending students are asking through internet. Suppose the apps like Brainly, Topper. For these students, if has doubts, ask them so that a teacher accounts silence to the account just because of say for a student, because if students doesn't know in this pandemic situation, if students does not know correct answers, they can depend on internet, but it through only because of a teacher. Only a teacher can send us answer through these apps.
Yeah, time. Change.
Sister, I have
Turn this
told
side.
that
Turn this side.
we too need entertainment, but we too need entertainment and need to come like dance and music. For
Yeah,
that also we need
Thank you, Technology House, for presenting your views. Please give a big round of applause for the motion. Against the motion, what is good for learning? Internet. They are going to come forward to present their views. Let's start with the English House, and I request Abigail, speaker 1, to come forward and present your views.
Good afternoon everyone, this is Abigail and I am here to stand up for my word, tech is the new teacher. Before we get started, let's get you introduced on what is Internet. A global computer network providing a variety of information and communication facilities consisting of interconnected networks using standardized communication protocols. How it is useful for students. The use of Internet for education helps to streamline the sharing of information and communication. It lets students access lectures online and refer to relevant study material in multimedia format. It also helps teachers by letting them use various tools in their curriculum. For example, debate preparation using the net. The students have answers to all questions even before a teacher can answer them, because all the answers today can be answered by the modern day teacher, the Internet. The Internet serves not just as a teacher but as an entire library itself. How is Internet better than a teacher? The person who is willing for self-study, he wouldn't need a teacher because all the information of the world is now on our fingertips. Advantages for Internet. In this digital age, nearly every classroom in school can access the Internet. Some teachers use the Internet with every assignment, while others take a different approach. Online learning is becoming a more traditional approach for achieving educational goals. You have the ability to learn at your own pace. You will spend less time than a traditional classroom. You can create your own customized learning environment. You can communicate more easily with your professor. You will gain greater access to the program you want. You will gain new technical skills. You will gain better self-motivational skills. You will gain better critical thinking skills. And you will enjoy a broader perspective.
What if there's a power cut?
Even at school, only when you can ask a doubt to the teacher only when you come to school. What about it?
I'm asked answer to my question. What if there's a power cut?
If there is a power cut, yes, I agree. If there is a power cut, we can't use the Internet. But if we get a doubt at home after completing our revision, what do you do then? Don't you use the Internet to clear the doubt?
Next question. Do you have answer? You answer.
But only teacher can teach us manners and discipline, right?
Yes.
But Internet can't teach us how to behave.
There are a few places where you can learn discipline skills and manners.
So you're saying learning from a PDF or an article is better than the real life examples that teachers would give us?
I've never said that a PDF gives us motivational skills. I've just said the Internet gives better motivational
Internet
skills.
is text, right? It wouldn't obviously speak to you or give you a real life experience.
There are virtual assistants helping the students out there.
Virtual assistants.
Yes.
But those are teachers, right?
No, they are developed by mechanics.
Yes, but
Yeah,
You said that career counseling can
get ready. Yeah, after you.
You said that career counseling can be done. In what way actually?
Excuse me, repeat it again.
You said that career counseling can be done on internet. How? You mentioned the word career counseling.
I didn't get your question.
You mentioned in your speech that career counseling through internet really work better than
How to choose your goals, like have you mentioned or not?
No, I don't think so.
I have written it when you are saying.
Yes, repeat it please.
How can internet help in career counseling?
Yeah, technology house, please ask questions.
Can an internet know our capability of learning?
No, we can use the Internet by knowing our own skills and using it for our
But if a
purpose.
4th class kid type a 10th class question given in his or her textbook, can the internet know which standard he or she is, and can it give the answer according to the standard which she or he is studying?
They can type the question based on their grade.
Yeah, if in the textbook it's given in the 10th class question same, but
but the 10th class standard may have the more steps, but whereas the 4th class doesn't have. Then how can an internet help?
That's what I'm saying. We can type the question based on our grade and age.
It can't know the deep, right? A teacher goes very deep into the topic, but internet can't go, right?
Yes.
The more you want the information, the more you can search. Yeah, then if we think like that, we can use books. Why do we need internet? When you are searching and word meaning, if you take example, in search of that word, we get many meanings, right? To say frankly, every book can be found even on the internet. What do you say? Then your eyes get damaged. I did not say that to watch it for more time. I did not. But when you are reading a book, you read it for a long time, right? Even
Time up. Thank you very much, Speaker 1, for presenting your thoughts. Thank you so much. And yeah, wait, English house, wait, audiences are waiting. Yeah, Abigail, you can stand there only and face your questions. Please go by the side of the Speaker 1. You can ask your question fast. Turn towards. Go near. Turn this way. Yes. Remove your mask.
Sister, like some answers that are there in websites or that are there in apps, what is the assurance that it is given by a certified teacher or an expert? It can just be given by a school dropout, right? Or some children randomly. Suppose, look, I have an example. Look, I press a question, I have a question and I search in the internet. And when I press on a particular website that gives the answer, I just see some blah blah blah, but I don't see the answer.
Most of the websites make sure it is by a certified person. It has a
most of the websites, but what about the other?
all the websites.
Yes.
All the websites.
Yes.
Yeah. Please speak. Yeah.
All the websites, but it's not for me, right, sister? I am giving an example that I type a particular question, and if I type the Google search goes as well. But when I click on that link is not proper. And
Presenting your thoughts. I request Blessy, the speaker 2, to come forward and present your thoughts. Your time starts now.
The internet could be a very positive step towards education, organization, and participation in meaningful society. I, Blessy of grade 9 here, support the statement, internet is better for learning. For example, let us take online education. I think online classes are great. In my opinion, it teaches people responsibility by making them get up by their own and take the initiative to go online and do the work without people reminding them. You can still work, and if you happen to finish the work, you can actually leave, unlike in a real class. And you may raise a question, like studying online can affect one's health. I answer for that as there is no particular thing or work on online to do the work for particular time. It's your wish, and as I mentioned before, you can actually leave if you happen to stress yourself. And I strongly believe that one cannot be distracted from the work unless they are interested in other things. Coming to the point, the internet is the best source for gathering any type of information. People will learn a subject thoroughly through the internet. Prior to the internet, you have to read an entire book to get the subject. But a Wikipedia article can itself give information from the book in a very short form. Thank you.
Thank you, Blessy. And it is the time for rebuttal. Please put forward your cross questions, please. Audiences, you may be ready. Just 3. And I request high school students to come. Primary students wait. Primary students wait. 7th to 9. 7th to 9.
How can you say that internet, when you're studying, internet doesn't disturb you?
I did not say that. I said that one can be distracted unless they are interested in some other things.
But if the work is so important that you need to submit your assignment or like homework tomorrow, what do you do? Or
You just concentrate on the work.
What is that? It isn't like that we should concentrate on or take the initiative to search on internet, right? We are talking about who is better for learning. Teachers.
That's what I said.
But what I've heard before I heard, all of you are saying online teaching. But we are talking about internet or a teacher.
And I say you back that even the topic is about
but you have spoke like online teaching. I heard that you mentioned online teaching.
Yeah, I took as for example.
But online teaching, it shows a teacher who is on the other side.
Even the teacher uses internet to communicate with students. Isn't that the case? Isn't that the case?
A teacher is teaching, right? Not the internet, right? It's a way of communication.
Aren't they using internet even to communicate?
Yeah, please answer. Next question. Yeah, please. Technology, please. You're not asking questions. Yeah, please, fast.
Matter taken from the book is also written by a teacher, right? Yeah. Instead of reading a very lengthy book, reading a short answer on a website is somewhat okay, but if you read like that, it does not help in your future. And even the matter written in it is also written by a teacher only.
As one of our friends said, it makes a student mental stressing. That's why I mentioned before that reading a book is not better. I just said that website gives us in a very short matter so that we cannot stress ourselves. We can complete it within a short time.
Proof for mental stress. We need a proof.
Why should I say that? You have to say that.
Because you mentioned it.
I did not mention.
You say that they are great.
Yeah, I do say it is great. Isn't that? In pandemic situation, don't you all feel online helped us much?
Yeah, than online, our teachers are great because even though in online the pandemic situation, they will take care of the children and they will teach us with
Time. And audiences, please come forward and go by the side of the speaker and ask your question. Yeah. Go forward.
You said that online teaching is a great way of teaching. What if the people doesn't have internet?
In pandemic situation, even the poor is helped by the government.
Help. But they don't have the proper internet, right?
Okay, go. Next. Fast.
You said internet is best than teachers. Then if we type something bad that we don't know it is bad.
Why do you type bad?
I don't know that it's bad or good. Then that Google will say, it will give directly answer. But if we ask the teacher, it will say no. The teacher will say no.
When you know about a question, you can even understand the answer, right? You accept it.
Okay, let's go. Jesse.
sister, that a child needs a teacher to build up his or her character from an early stage. What do you think about it?
I do accept with that, but I did not mention my part about that.
So I'm just asking you. What do you think about it?
I do think yes, but nowadays, even after reaching home for a homework, we can call our teachers, and if there is no availability of teacher, we can actually search in Google or internet.
Teachers are not available for 24/7, right?
Yeah, you just accepted it. You just said it.
Thank you, Blessy, for presenting your thoughts. And I kindly request the mathematics house to start their presentation of the views, and I kindly request speaker 1, Uha, to come forward and present your thoughts. Please adjust your mic. Yeah. Your time starts now.
So, very good afternoon to everyone. I, Uha, the first speaker, will be talking about how internet has replaced teachers. We are all now connected by the internet like a neuron in giant. The world's largest library is now internet. Divided by countries, united by internet. Let's first define some of the important concepts. The internet could be a very good step towards education and a positive society. Access to computer and internet has become primary for education nowadays. The internet is just a word passing around notebooks in a classroom. Tech is the new teacher. With advent of technology, we sleep to internet and wake up to it. The person who is willing to learn all by himself wouldn't need a teacher because everything now is on our fingertips. Whether you have a good teacher or a bad teacher, internet always remains a great teacher. The decline in the number of teachers and the willing to become teachers has paved internet to become a new teacher. And then now let us discuss some of the positive sides of internet towards education. Cost effective. It doesn't cost much nowadays. Just a device and internet is all you need. And then it is student centered. Unlike in a classroom, you don't have 30 students or less to it or more to it. And then real-time access, like wherever you sit or wherever you are, you just need a device. And then internet. And you can always start fresh. Like just before, as they mentioned, many of them are dropping out their education. So now with the help of internet, start where you resume. And then spread of knowledge. With the help of internet, people are exchanging their knowledge worldwide. And then it has also improved our flexibility. Today, all you need is to look up a website where it teaches the same what the teacher teaches, but at your home. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation of your views and the 10th class students, those who haven't asked, please ask questions.
Is the internet used only for the good things? Like it can be used for bad? It depends on the individual mentality. But the teacher can't do it, right? When you are talking in the class, the teacher says not talk, but she won't say that come we will talk. Yeah, there are teachers, no, when they talk they say come on the stage and speak.
Yeah, next question.
You said that internet is the biggest library now, but how can you prove it?
Because all the books now are available online. They're digitalized.
Without common education, how can a person operate a device? You said
nowadays even the small kids are operating even without common education. That it has become such a user-friendly thing.
Then what about before times? Nowadays, okay, then what about before times?
The internet is not right.
Then what about when internet is not discovered?
We have, the topic, just as my friend said, the topic is about now, currently, internet or teachers.
You did not mention, right?
That was the topic itself, you should be knowing.
In the topic, it is not mentioned now. Just the topic is right. What is better for learning, teachers or internet?
That is your common sense. Internet is now, so you should be knowing that I'm talking about the present.
Yeah, audiences. Yeah, you should. Please.
As you told, internet is more useful as slow learners can learn by teachers' help. How internet can help them?
See, slow learners, as you mentioned, slow learners. Why are they slow learners? Because they hesitate and are shy to ask teachers itself the doubts. So internet is helping mostly the slow learners. Because you are shy and hesitated to ask teachers, and when you are doing that, you can just go to Google or internet and then just without hesitation, without shyness, you can get a solution for your problem, right? So internet is mostly helping the others. I see that.
Good afternoon everyone, this is Sahasra from Math House. Have you ever heard the saying, the world is a small place? With the advent of internet, this saying has come true. The internet brought the world together. So, coming to the point, I say that internet is better for learning. Modern life has become more easier and convenient due to the usage of internet. Now, let me list a few differences between teachers and internet. Internet can be accessed 24/7, whereas teachers are accessible only during school hours. The information on the internet will last forever, even after you see after years, decades or centuries. Now, I'll be sharing a few usages of internet. The internet serves not just as a teacher, but a whole library itself. There is no question in the world which internet cannot answer. How difficult may be your problem, internet has a solution for that. Friends, during COVID time, how did you all study? With the usage of internet. During online classes, our educational methods were changed. But with the help of internet, it was easy for all of us to continue our education. Here are some points which needs to be implemented. Teachers need to stay updated with the current trends and equip themselves with the latest technology to make sure the children listen to them more attentively. The generation today loves technology. To connect with and help them understand better, a teacher will have to explore new ways to engage them. And internet will certainly play an important role in achieving that. The resources provided on various web pages are indeed very informative for students. By internet, students can study by their own, which helps them grab the knowledge easily. With this, I, a member of the opponent team, say that internet is better for learning. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And it is a time for rebuttal. Please ask your questions.
Do you think internet is better at answering your questions than a real teacher?
Yes, because in internet we can be having some PDFs or documents, and we'll also be having videos where the teachers, where the internet and the tutors, they can express their views and completely explain the question which you have.
Yeah.
What the videos and the teachers are teaching, right? Through the internet. Is it the teacher?
Yes, but it's not like that. The teachers are also using internet. There's a point there.
You mentioned videos and PDFs. The teacher is making it right.
Yes.
I was asking the same question.
Yes, but this is
I wanted an explanation.
Yes, teachers are also using internet there.
Well, there's a difference between means of communication and learning from internet.
Sorry, repeat again.
When teachers are teaching through videos or online classes, it's a means of communication, right?
Yeah.
But it's not we are learning from internet. We are learning from the teachers, but it's just through using internet.
Yes.
Internet is not the primary source over here.
You get the homeworks even during online classes, right?
Yes.
You got them. Even everyone got them, but most of them used internet to get the solutions for their homeworks.
Well, is it better than the teacher teaching us?
Yes, anytime you can ask the internet, like you can ask it even at midnight 12. But you can't call a teacher then, right?
But can you get it explained?
Yes, videos will be there.
Through the videos, the teacher itself is explaining. It's not that internet itself is talking.
Yes, so there will be some websites where we'll get step-wise explanation.
So they are not teachers, you need to know they are tutors. So there's a lot of difference between teachers and tutors.
Teachers and tutors are the same thing, right?
No.
Please tell me the difference.
Tutors, they teach for a small time, and teachers, you know, they explain us through the school. But tutors, they can, we talk to them very small time and we can get it explained easily.
But tutors are teachers, right? They are also teaching us. Here we are talking about internet and teachers. Internet is not teaching us, tutors are.
No, we are talking about teachers and internet, but they are tutors. You need to talk about teachers, not tutors.
She's talking about the, videos.
So they are tutors, that's why she can talk.
But you are talking about internet, right? How can she bring up tutors?
YouTube is a part of internet, a website.
The internet, mate. We're not talking about tutors over here. Tutors are the one teaching us. That's what teachers do, right?
Okay. A technology house, please. Make it fast.
See, you said, can the internet erase the students' fear on a particular subject? Like when you have fear on the maths, the teacher calls you aside and says, why you are